Yeah, killed all my pride for you, it's all gone. I always check up on you before dawn. Normally we quarrel, uyaenda kwao. I'ma still hit you up, spaza pita ntao. But I feel like you've been taking me for granted. Ningankale na wakumbali if I wanted. But I choose peace, we all know nili na market. Niona mongati wambomela mapepe. Trust if I leave, ni no langa na pokumbuyo. Mama pita but no langa na pokumbuyo. Cause I respect you but you don't reciprocate. One day nizaka kusia I'll relocate. Dang, oh now you got me in my feelings. Nimvela monga nezepe meaning. Yeah, hello heartbreak ilipe healing. Ndiwe uzaluza I'll be winning. You really can't know what you got but got you dizzy. If you lost interest disapatikize. I still got love but are you worth it? If I'm not your business uzachusa more profit. Cash J Paul.
If I leave, you know I tried to love you but it wasn't enough for you. Oh no. If I leave, you know I tried to love you but it wasn't enough for you. Oh no.
A very big welcome to Inwit HangOut. Today I'm chilling with someone that is at heart. Kamuzi have very meaning at heart. Someone who I have at heart, someone I feel like no matter what, he's always going to be my buddy, no matter what. I'm here with J Muller.
How's it, big homie?
J-Gash.
You well?
Welcome, man.
I feel welcome. I feel welcome.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks
Nice.
for having me.
Glad you guys could join us on Inwit HangOut. I'm seeing 63 people. You can invite as many people to join this live session. We have giveaways, by the way. We are giving out $300 with J Muller.
Yes, sir.
Since Muller,
It's only right. It's only right. It's only right.
We are giving out $300 after our discussion for today. And today we have an interesting topic. The music business in Zambia. We want to look at the mathematics. We want to look at the numbers. Are we making the money? Are we doing the right thing? Are we getting there? Are we selling our music out there? So we'll talk about that. Of course, we won't exhaust the whole topic today, but we'll see how far we'll go with the discussion. And Jemul, I'm going to come back with something about people.
Just call as much people as possible so we can have a good show.
Yeah.
Invite, share, reshare if you got to reshare. So I feel like it's gonna be a good topic,
True.
Yeah.
It is.
Let's get into it, Evan.
And starting on that note, I'd like to congratulate you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a big congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Apailiso.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask what you congratulated me for, but then.
Apailiso. I feel like you're doing the most.
Thank you.
And I feel like you're taking strides.
Yeah.
In the business.
Facts.
It's rare that I say this is good, but I'm saying this is good.
I appreciate it, man.
This is good.
I appreciate it.
I like what you're doing with Apailiso. I'm cutting you short, but
no, it's fine.
I like what you're doing with Apailiso. I know there's so much talk in Zambia whenever something is happening, like no Shanshan, but one thing I believe in, you're doing what you're doing. And I think your focus is on, let me just do what I'm doing.
Facts.
And I think that's better. That's the best approach to take it, because then people always have what to say.
Right?
Always want to say something. And people always want to put you in situations like, let's compare him to this. Let's compare that.
I mean, it's really important to be in your own lane.
True.
It's really important. And also I feel like, me uplifting others is also a very good way of making me relevant, you know, and I buy myself more time in the game, in the industry, you know.
I like it, actually. I like it because then there's this saying that greatness does not come from what you have.
Yeah.
It comes from what you give to others. So,
big facts.
Yeah. And I remember there was a hip-hop rapper out there that people look up to that said, like a mastermind. A mastermind will have people feed off his craft.
Facts.
That's exactly what you're doing. Right?
Big facts.
Yeah, so Apailiso is doing just that. And big up to Apailiso. Glad that we are having the head, the label head.
You know, it's on the right.
So we're glad we could have you at Inwit.
Now we're here.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone joining us. I can see the numbers going up. We are hitting 107 plus.
That's good.
Thank you very much. I'm already seeing comments. Margaret Chuma, you're saying they don't want to support each other because they feel their friend will do better than them. Yeah, of course, we have that problem. We have that sickness in our industry, and we'll look at that in a bit. Thank you for that comment, Margaret. Lisa Mwenya, you're saying this is amazing, beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Esnat Robert, I'm sure you're saying, how are you to Jkash?
What's up?
Yeah. So let's have your comments. Remember, we're talking about the music business in Zambia. And for starters, I'll ask my main man, Jkash.
Let's go.
Right. There's always this thing in our industry. Like, my first question will be about the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, are we making the right figures when it comes to the money? Because then I'll give an example of, it's bad that I'm using the example of Nigeria, but I'll give an example of Nigeria. So when they do a report and when they do a review, it's noticed that Nigerian music contributes now, I think it's way over $862 million
Okay.
a year in
To
revenue.
the economy.
To the economy.
Yeah, that's high.
Now, when we come down to our Zambian music,
Yeah.
do you think we are making the right figures in terms of like foreign exchange? Like, okay.
To begin with, there's no proper support, from the government. I gotta say this, because we like the game changers, at the time, and it's only right to say these things. We can only contribute towards the economy if we have full support from the government,
Okay.
I really feel we need things like Trace, like Channel O have their branch here, so it's easy to export music out there, because everything that's been done in the local really has been done, It's time to export it.
Sure.
And then you never know, it could just, attract people out there and just contribute towards the economy as we put it.
So if you put it that the government is not supporting the music, what kind of support do you need, to be specific, from the government? Is it policy? Is it structures, like you mentioned?
Of course.
Press?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because right now, as it stands, it's like me at Apaili, so it's our own industry,
Yeah.
It's like that's why you hear a lot of artists saying Munazula Makampu Mzambia, because each one feels like they are their own industry where they at. We don't have meetings. I mean, of course there's boards, but I feel like we can really do better.
We can do better.
Yeah, right now all we do is just sustain ourselves, make sure we're elevating as a record label or as a solo artist, and that's enough for you. But I feel like it has to be more than that.
I like that you're putting it that way, because then the idea is that we need to come together.
Facts.
Yeah, we need to come together and form a front and say, okay, this is what we need to push. We need to create value for the industry, value that's going to say, okay, now the music can generate enough foreign exchange to even contribute to the country's GDP.
Big facts.
And I know the last discussion I had with someone on this show, we were talking about the government, and we're saying the government can only bend to something when they see something happening.
Yeah.
So I think where the issue is we need, like Upper Eliso, then there's this other front, then there's this other front. We need to come together.
Yeah.
We need to have, you mentioned, we need to have these meetings.
Fact.
We need to have these meetings where we discuss. I think the last time on this show I was discussing with the DJ, and I was asking the DJ, why is it that 60% of the time in the club they're playing Amapiano? So I was asking them, what are you doing, Yeah, because basically it's like some DJ in SA will start a trend. And then you just follow the trend. You're not doing anything. Set the trend,
Because obviously, when we're in SA, it's actually rare that you even get to listen to Davido for 10 minutes straight.
True.
If you're going to hear Davido or Burna Boy, it's going to be like 5-6 minutes. They're back to their culture because they believe if we support ourselves as locals, it's easy for people to admire us and just tap in,
Exactly. And that's what
it's not bad to play foreign music. Don't crucify us. I actually enjoy listening to foreign music at times when I'm in the club, right, for a change. But I feel like there's a way we can always balance it up and make sure it's seen that, okay, these people are putting themselves first, and then these are just, you know.
Yeah, true, because then the idea is this: we need to create value around our music. So if
Big
we
talk.
have corporations, companies come in to support the music,
Yeah.
in their review, they'll be looking at what is playing the most in the club.
Yeah.
So if a corporation is
It's a
coming
mindset
in,
thing.
to put in
Yeah.
money,
They
they'll
gotta
say,
see what's on the ground.
They cannot get a lead artist
No
who
ways.
they know is not 60% playing the
No ways.
Yeah,
No
so
ways.
I was telling these DJs, let's play Zambian music, push it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we can create value around it, and then we can have the same value coming back to them. Because
Yeah,
then if you
yeah.
artists are getting enough value from these
Yeah.
corporations, then the DJs will also benefit. Even
Big
when
talk.
you're saying, okay, let's push this album, they'll have a part to play and they can get something out of it. So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I know this discussion is getting heated up, and I'm here with J Cash, J Mula from Upper Eliso. But right now, let's take our first break. And then when we're back, we'll look at Zambian music, the business, the money, and how much we're making as musicians. Welcome to my circle.
Alik Wali Hobim Talembebeta Amatenda. I don't know if you're comfortable with saying all those names.
Who?
Oh,
So, where are you from?
I'm from Zambia. I am Zambian.
And like, where are you from in Zambia?
Lusaka. I am from Lusaka.
Lusaka West, Lusaka East, Lusaka South?
No, Lusaka Central.
of all your curves, I love your smile. It's my favorite
Thank you so
already.
much. Of all my curves, Ish, I've never had that one
But though
before.
you have a shortage of teeth, yo.
A what?
A shortage of teeth.
What do you mean?
Like,
Thank you so much. I like you. I'm acting all princessy cute. This not me. I'm gangster. So I don't know why I'm feeling all melted in. Pardon my language. All melted in ish.
Now I want to find out because I got two speedboats that are accompanying the Lady Betty. You want to take a ride with any of the guys? If not, then I'll take a ride with you. Welcome to everyone joined to this Inwit Hangout. I'm here chilling with J Cash, discussing Zambian music, the business side of it. And I've got a very interesting comment from Lindiwe Tembo. Lindiwe, you're saying poor planning, marketing. How many management agencies do we have in Zambia? Do we have real music promoters with actual contacts to the outside world? Anyway, before we go to the outside world, how well do our artists market themselves locally? Some artists are only famous in Lusaka. There are some songs that you only hear in Fulira and nowhere else in Zambia. Most artists just release a song and hope it blows, not realizing investing in marketing would make such a difference. This is why so many good songs remain underground. After the song is done, the best most do is throw it on one of the music blogs, hoping accidentally to be downloaded by thousands and become a country hit. What are the odds? Artists also fail to brand themselves. How will your fans respect you when they dress better than you? How will they respect you when you drink from the same spot as them? Artists fail to create themselves into a symbol of public admiration. Jekash.
It's a lot of topics to address, as you say there, but I'll just tackle on a few, you know. Firstly, you know, of course, there's this marketing thing, like how well do you market your stuff and stuff, you know, but also, are you looking at, like what market are we looking at? Who are we marketing it to, you know? And, okay, if I pump in so much, because keep in mind, you cannot compare the industry here to the Western industry, you know?
Sure.
So it's like our budget here is by far, you know, because they're huge and things like that.
Sure.
But also, like, do the fans, for instance, if we're gonna say, all right, I'm charging 500,000, 500 kwacha, right? To like come to my show. How many people will turn up?
True.
You know? I don't think it's gonna be more than 500 people showing up, you know? But yet they're saying, why isn't the artist putting in a big budget? How will I put in a big budget when you yourself, first of all, nikafaka 500 kwacha bonitambe pagate suzaboya.
True.
Promoter, afuna olipira artist less. When the promoter knows exactly how much an artist is worth, you know, people look at it like, abo imba chetu manyimbo to 35. No. That's not the way it goes. You're supposed to have policies and standards. That's the reason why each camp just maintains their standards and they just want to see growth amongst themselves. You know, I heard her say, do the promoters have international promoters numbers? Even myself, I got a direct connection with, for instance, MT, you know, William Last. I can name over 4 Malawian artists. You know, it's like the promoters can't do that. So now we're just forced to like maybe just tap in, try and connect and see how well we can export this thing out there. Maybe if it's exported, let's take, for instance, I'm popping in SA, I got a big song out there, and I'm being hired to go perform there. I'm an international artist, right? Automatically. So maybe if I push my music to that extent, it might change the way the promoter looks at me as a Zambian artist and maybe put a little bit more worth and respect to my name. Like, okay, you know what? These guys shoot dope music videos. These guys, listen, if you play a Joe Boy song, and you play J Cash, people like me. Nah, let me not even put J Cash. You play Maps, my dog Maps. The quality of the music is almost the same. Maybe Maps' quality is even way better than, you know. Our videos are top notch. We pump in thousands of kwacha just to, you know, look like the artists we feel we're supposed to, you know. But if the promoter and the fans and all these other people that are supposed to come in and support, if they don't see like that, then
it's a problem.
It's gonna be, this topic will keep going forever.
True. We'll keep
I've been asked this question several times and,
true.
you know.
True, I hear you, man.
What do you think about what I said? Like,
I hear you. I think it's about doing something about it. Like already, I think we are not coming together to say, Because already, I mean, I'm a very proud Zambian, but you know, our mindset is true.
You don't want to see the next person elevate because you feel, next year I Peter na Rolls Royce up. Azapusa. Stand up. You know, so
I
also it's a lot of things that we need to change amongst ourselves. As long as these things don't change, forget about change.
True. I think the issue is mindset. And I think the biggest issue is we have a poverty mindset. And I think the poverty mindset tells a person that there is no way ujangankale na chicha because, you know, ninakula na eve ujani muziwa shan. There's no way angankale na Rolls Royce ninakula na eve. Tezo enda monse, tezo samba onse to mabafa shan. You know, stuff like that. So I think we're poor from our culture and mindset such that we don't want like good things for others. We feel like someone having a good thing is a loss for us. Meanwhile, we don't realize that someone having that good thing is a win for us.
It's a win for all of you.
Yeah, because if you go in any industry,
It's like you want to win first.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you go in any industry in Zambia, money is going outside the country, which is a sad thing. Yeah, why not keep the money here? You know, so
Within.
Yeah, if Jekash is doing something that's keeping the money here, why not support it? Because then at the end of the day, that money will trickle down to the last person on the ground.
Word.
And I think it's an issue we're having facing now. Yeah. The economy is tough, and the reason is simple. If I go to the market, I have a 200 kwacha, and I'm trying to buy maybe chicken, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if I go there, I'll be like, how much is chicken? And they tell me, okay, ni 100 kwacha. And I'll be like, okay, here's 100 kwacha, but keep the other 100 kwacha. You see? That other 100 kwacha, that person will like prepare maybe 3 meals out of it,
and
they'll take care of maybe 8 to 12 people back home.
And still reserve
exactly.
some for business. Yeah.
But the problem that's there now is that I will not give out that extra 100 kwacha.
Yeah.
So it's like the idea that the whole system is hand to mouth.
Yeah, word.
There won't be like a 20 kwacha, a 50 kwacha for that person to say, okay, let's go to my exi na shanshani.
It's hand to mouth.
Yeah. So why not push our own fronts? And this is everywhere. It's Zambian music business. It's in Zambian businesses. It's everywhere. It's like if a Zambian business makes it, then it's an issue. It's like, there's no way, you know?
We've seen big cars coming in.
Yeah.
Why is that big car in?
Yeah.
You know, what you mean? Why is it in? You know, like, aren't we a family, you know? It's like I pull up with a big car and now they're like, why is my brother like, yo, it's a family. It's a win for all of us.
True.
Let's, you know.
True, and you know, we need each other. We need each other. And then in this music business, I think it's a challenge to everyone. We need each other. We need the DJs also to put up their front. We need our fellow artists to put up their front.
And everybody has their own, you know, understanding of it. And they'll all tell you a different side of how they see things, you know. But at the end of the day, if we don't have an establishment that will bring all of us together and listen to our views, because we know, trust me, we know it more than the fans. We know how other industries elsewhere operate. Because at times, you know, the fans think they know it all, you know. Because at times, bora ngawitambira panja, ora mga wakakungeneza moiwe. Artists are not dumb, you know. We know how it is, but as long as we won't have a bigger than us, because I don't want somebody who's not bigger than me to come here and tell me how to run things. What do you own? You know what? I need like something real big that will like put us all together and say, you know what? What's missing? What's not happening? And just see how you can.
No, true, sure. I think the idea that you're pushing Upper Eliso and now you're taking these strides and now it's established, there's like a full place where there's a studio, there's an office.
Yes.
I think those are some of the things that are like, we are going in the right direction.
Yeah.
And my other question is...
So it's like we're forced to just do it, you know, by ourselves.
True.
Yeah.
My other question is, there's this element of like music publishing, right? Which is also not there in Zambia. It's like, for you to get your music onto a platform, you need a publisher.
Yeah.
And when you get this publisher, it's like it's always a foreign-based publisher.
Yeah.
Right? Now my question is, when we sign our
Oh, you mean like DistroKid and them?
Yeah. When we sign our music to a publisher, do we give them the full rights to the music, or how is it like? Because then my question seconding to that one is, why is it that our Zambian music cannot be used in our local productions? Like, let's say if today you and I decide to say, let's create a show. Why can't we use the music in the show? Is it that there's an element of the publisher, because then the music is being published by a foreign publisher.
Yeah.
It's like they have the copyright.
Yeah. I see
So
where you come
where are we going wrong in Zambia? Because I've noticed,
Mm-hmm.
like let's say South Africans, when they're doing their series, their productions, they'll have the music.
Yeah,
And
but
it helps to push the music, because then you cannot have a movie without music. You cannot have like a show without music.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in Zambia, there's this element where, because we don't have our own publishers, it becomes a problem. Because is it that when we sign the music over to the publisher, do they own the rights? Or how is being
I
expressed?
really don't think that's the issue, you know, because I'll tell you this, I'm only speaking as an artist, you know. I feel like you said, why don't we see these things in movies, local like the few times I've been approached by maybe, let's say, movie companies, these guys that do production of movies, deals usually are not really beneficial to me, you know, as an artist. So, but then to the fan out there, it's like, why don't we see our own, you know, music? Why don't we see our own? Why are they just playing a beat without vocals? Why didn't they get, you know? But it's the budget. Like I said, it's still gonna go back to the ground. Like who's supposed to? Because I expect to obviously sign something, you know, get my cut and say, you know what? There you go. There you go. You got like rights and stuff. But as long as I'm not hired by that movie company, and I'm not happy with the offer, then I feel like I won't accept, you know.
Okay.
So it's also that aspect,
Okay.
you know, itself. I really don't think it's anything to do with, you know, the publishers or because I know even Nigerian artists that are on the platforms, you know, but you still listen to their songs in movies, you know. But why is it working for them when we're all on the same
platforms,
you know? So I feel like
all right. Okay, so the idea that you mentioned it, we'll reach out to you as Inwit in our productions.
Okay.
And we'd love to have some of your music, because then we bounce to like people like me.
Oh, that's love.
And if we're doing a series about Lusaka, and by the way, there's a series called Lusaka's Baby Mamas.
Okay.
So if I'm with a baby mama in the club, and I'm like...
But also it's gonna be like, okay, what's Inwit offering? You know, like, is this good for my brand? Is this gonna be a next step to, you know, is this a change to the industry? You know, like, because there's also up and coming artists that we're paving ways for, you know, so they really have to find things stable as well.
Exactly. No, I think in our efforts to try and structure the industry, bit by bit, we need to make these initiatives so that we make a difference. Yeah, we make a difference.
Word.
Apa Eliso as a label is trying to do this. Then if we made hands and come in and say, okay, let's create this, it's based on a lifestyle. And I think there's a song you've got, like, My Life.
My Life a Movie.
Yeah, right. Maybe turn it into an actual thing, like, okay, My Life a movie. And then instead of just pushing my life, we also push the music, because then your life is about the music.
Big facts.
Your life is about the music. So glad to everyone that's joined us. I know this topic is very debatable, and it's been debated upon for quite a long time in Zambia. Hoping we can make a difference together as one. I know it's not about us complaining that there's no this, there's no that, and I think it's about the little we can do. So it's never about what you have, it's about what you can do with what you have. Let me go back to your comments and look at some of the things that you guys are saying. So Lisa Mwenya, you're saying Zambian music is nice, but they just lack creativity, in a sense that they sing almost the same song with the same meaning.
That's cap. That's cap.
Mamba.
That's cap.
Angela Mlovela, you're saying Zambian music is often missing from local films and shows because of several challenges: complicated and costly licensing processes, limited budgets, poor collaboration between musicians and filmmakers.
Yes, limited budgets, poor collaborations between artists, and
concerns about the quality of the local music recordings.
Nope.
And the preference for international music. Simplifying licensing, improving collaboration, promoting local music, and providing more support could help address these issues. Angela, thank you very much for coming through with that comment. Lubuto Tabo, you're saying the industry lacks a financial muscle, they lack sponsors, and most importantly, themselves are not willing to invest their own money into the craft. Poor planning, marketing, the industry isn't an open market. Inconsistency, originality, creativity, lack of government policy. Thank you, Lubuto. So this time around, Jekash.
Yeah.
Let me go a bit away from the music, right?
Okay.
Yeah, a bit away from the music. Let me ask a question to do with, I know we're talking about the music business, so
Yeah.
the artists you have at Upper Ediso, there's always this thing like when you're trying to do something, right? I know this confusion, I've also experienced it firsthand. Let's say you're trying to help someone, right? So you want to put them on the front, like, okay, give them, make a difference with them.
Yeah.
But then there's always this thing, like, you go back and start saying, kujawana using this, such a sunshine and stuff like that. You've had situations like that, right?
I think one of the reasons I haven't really had a situation like that is I make my artists understand what they're getting into, and I would even advise them to go and consult from a lawyer before they actually sign and things like that, you know. I feel like, you know, these upcomers, they're happy, you know. When you just give them a paper, they're happy. You know, like, like they don't really see what the agreement is. And then, you know, when things are going south, they now feel like,
this is not what I want.
You know, so I feel like it's how you begin, you know.
Okay.
Like, is there paperwork?
Yeah,
You know.
in order.
Yes.
Yeah. No, thanks for that. I think for now we'll take another break and we'll be back. And when we're back, we'll look at the discussion in the final part of it. And then we'll go to our weekly draw. Remember, Inwit is coming. Inwit has movies. Inwit has series. Inwit has live streams like this one. But you'll be accessing it on the app. And we'll be doing a draw today. We'll be giving out some dollars with my main man, Jekash. We'll be back.
Yes, sir.
kaleza che ambetaro foloneka chalo sichimaseka ikose usalaweka vanecha sivaoneka injoka zekazeka beabo bamakuseka sonondrama sivizabeka betaneka inolikaitopanga ndalama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama inonitaitopanga ndalama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama elo upunzilo wenda forward osati rovi leka maiti kuuzi banzako valibe future osaisa kuvaleta muduzi tinkala timbela duji niseba paka kuchi so nyimbo zanga zizilila che mulungu wanga zizisaka puji chalo chafika pawoyo kublow up ni matrend that's why ni rapa vawoyo sini na bwelelo fola machange ninga okyolo kumateni kuchila vauka kuseni then bei kwa ni laitini mazale nishina kwa ni sateni I chase money like I don't like it. That's why I'm a fly kid. I was born and raised in the 90s. And I'm still a shy kid, but pasanga I can be psychic. Unatamba po tai chi nindrama kulipe vina tina konka pa malusaka pa maiji njule tepali no sangwa kalumba feeling imba nek leka wambele cheza ngena mudala ninzimu za sensing a nek ninae sonkala hambo silete sagari peni gwili la fote ni mawani mugaraji mwanga mwashote bugari we ampeta raw follow neck chalo sichimaseka ikose usalaweka vanecha sivaoneka injoka zekazeka beabo bamakuseka sonondrama sivizabeka betaneka inonikaitopanga ndalama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama inonitaitopanga ndalama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama notivanzanga drama
solo fulutani trecho apamano ni kufa financial screenshot hapa ndalama ndine gavana lekani sainepo sinioneka natula na wages fulu nika universo nilipete myopezeka na niga wala sinili bisexual banecha bamafuna waitaya fulu chemba kukacha lyonse nizikonela chekatapa pata bwanitiela fulu ni politician nikachini kapata bonisonda hakuna matata nikusebenzesa muno chalo ona bene balemela ni makada aliyensanga kupase advice not money but zilimo mutumba boy bafuno nipisha munyumba pressure nikangi wano endo tunda sichu yakaba yafunda hapa nafunta nikangi wano golaunga panyamata bamazimya mafoni ni bakazizi na mapepe yankunda masnake solo facheuli nacho arusha kupoka paka mwapesi pamangala ziboy panagula helicopter unifuna chenga ufuna chintu sindiwe mwana wa Kristo osangara sakamuru sakaife wetu kubweza kupristo
che I'm better off oloneka chalo sichimaseka ikose usala weka banecha sibaoneka injoka zekazeka beabo bamakuseka sonondrama sibisa beka beta neka ino nitainyo panandalama notibanzanga drama notibanzanga drama notibanzanga drama ino nitainyo panandalama notibanzanga drama notibanzanga drama notibanzanga drama.
Hey, COB, give me the volume, man. Give me the volume.
A very big welcome to Inwit HangOut. We're in our last phase of the show. And you're chilling with Plight Intellect, aka Chifu Paramount, Chifu Ndendende, aka Tuntanka Man, and I'm here with
J Cash J Mola. I didn't know you have all these AKAs, man. What's happening? What don't we know?
Sometimes I like to make noise for nothing.
I'm surprised. But anyways.
Yeah. So I'll start with this comment from Chichi Vale Chishimba. Chichi is saying it's not about the music, it's about the media market of the host country. So I'll say that again. It's not about the music, it's about the media market of the host country.
The music's got nothing to do with it, trust me.
Afrobeats and Amapiano succeeded because of Nigeria and South Africa are two of the largest, wealthiest African countries. That's by GDP, respectively. The reason American music movies are so popular worldwide isn't because they are necessarily better, but because they come from a host country that invests the most time and money on making and promoting them.
Big facts.
You agree with this, right?
Yeah, I do. It's almost the same thing I was saying, but just in a nutshell.
In a different way.
Yeah.
So you feel like Chichi can, because we do giveaways, you feel like Chichi can get a giveaway?
Do we have options? Just to be fair,
Okay,
you
all
know,
right,
we
so
don't want them
Chichi.
saying, why did they just go to Chichi? Chichi should be somebody.
Yeah. Okay, so let's read another comment from Priscilla Nkonde. You're saying Zambian music is amazing and the artists are very creative. It's just us fans that fail to support our musicians because we think supporting artists outside Zambia is cool.
It's okay to take the blame. I respect whoever put that comment.
All right, that's
It's okay, you know, like accept to, you know, like blame it on yourself and just work on the change at times.
Yeah, that's from Priscilla Nkonde. Then I'll read another one. This is from Brenda Wiener. Well, let me try and find the guy because you guys want to say. Let me try and find the guy. The funny part is that I'm seeing only comments from the girls, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
If we give out to a girl, don't blame us. Okay, let me read from this guy. Zambian music is great. The only problem is that they don't help upcoming artists. We have a lot of young upcoming artists and only need help from big artists. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me read from this guy. Addressing these challenges would require collaboration. Okay, I want a different comment. Guys, I'm not seeing your comments. When we give out money to girls, you complain. Yeah. But I'm not seeing your comments here. I'm only seeing the ladies, and that's why the ladies win the most.
And I think I got a winner already, but I'm trying to see if there's anybody else.
Let me see if I can find... okay, I can't see anything from the guys. I'm only seeing ladies here. Chichi, you posted your comment again, so okay. I think we're just... Okay, let me read from this one, but it's also a lady.
Okay.
It's also a lady. It's from Lindio Temboya saying inconsistency. Lots of new artists lack a level of consistency. They really need to learn something from Roberto, Slab D, Chef, Raf Kaida, Makitu, etc. It's like some artists were born to be one-hit wonders and exist.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, sure.
It's hard to maintain your consistency levels if you know what we go through when we're shooting music videos, right? Iwe artist wamene iwe ndio ushita organize the closet. Wewe artist ndio pita na location futi, no wanna shoot a video, it's just like 30 minutes, you know. And then you need models perhaps, you know. Obviously you would have paid, because now it's like you're working with the tightest budget, you would have paid less, and you doing over 3 projects in a month is a bit impossible, because what you're going through to put out that video already is like a challenge to yourself. So how will you maintain your consistency when it's actually hard for you to just put out one project, you know? So I feel like we don't really have teams. I mean, it's different. It's different for me. I'm speaking on behalf of you know,
artists. Yes.
Yeah, we don't have teams that will go, you know, like looking for locations, scouting for locations. You know, you don't have people that handle your wardrobe. I feel like you as an artist just have to go on scene and shoot, work on your craft, go record music, and just worry about that. Do not stress. You know, I feel like that way you'll be consistent. Yes.
Yeah, true. No, thank you very much for that, Jkash. So between Priscilla and Chichi Violet Chishimba, which one are you picking to win a 200?
I'll give it to Priscilla.
To Priscilla, right? For taking the blame.
Yeah, I love people that take accountability, you know.
Okay, so Priscilla Nkonde, you win yourself a 200 kwacha. Thank you very much for coming through. And on that note, I'd like to come back to you, Jkash. I'd like to say, I know we have all these issues with our music. We have the bigger issues with regards to support for the music.
Yeah. The
bigger issues with regards to the money. Yeah, the money is not up to par. Aside all those challenges, what can we do as artists, as Zambians, not just the artists, but as Zambians, to try and create a front that's going to create this value for the industry? What do you think should be done?
I think I heard a comment saying we need artists, producers, promoters. Maybe he left out top politicians, you know, people in the government, and just meet together and just, you know, like, what's wrong? What aren't we doing right? You know, I feel like also that would be one of the ways to, you know,
start.
Yes, you know.
So as it stands,
and also I feel like putting like standards on yourself, even before that happens, you know. You yourself as an artist, you need to have standards saying, because also at the end of the day, what causes this is desperation. Wazio, ulibendio mufriji, promoter kutumira phone adifuna kubooking and in a 7 pin.
Yeah, then uvomela.
Uvomela. Uzavomela. Ulibena manager, you don't have somebody kwebaza tumira kai iwe ndio artist che so uzavomera
based on the ideal situation
pini lero
kazasoma kwa wana
kazaso you know so uvomera bijavonza. So if you don't really have a structure, you don't have standards, you're killing. You're also contributing to killing the game. If we all raise our, even an upcomer can raise a standard. You don't, because also if you raise it too much, it's gonna be a problem. But raise it within your capacity. You know.
Sure. No, thank you very much for that. Glad all of you could join us. Glad you could be with us on the Inwit Hangout. I know we don't exhaust the topics here because they are very debatable topics. And we're trying to make a difference by saying, let's talk about them and see what actionable results we can get after that. I know Jkash has just mentioned the element of standard, and I think that's something we can do without so much,
without a big, you know, like for starters.
For starters, we can do that. Then we can look at what standards are we creating for ourselves, because then and the element of saying desperation, I think, is a big one. It's coming from the same thing we alluded to, that we are poor from a mindset.
Big facts.
Yeah, because then we'll be like, okay, in the meantime, there's also overweight or in pressure and things like that. Not knowing that you're actually killing yourself. You know?
And also the promoter now will stick to certain people because now he knows that, yo, this guy has maybe 5 hit songs. Okay, Jkash has 10 hit songs and he wants this much. This guy has 5 hit songs. He can keep the crowd busy for maybe 20 minutes and he wants less than what Jkash wants. Okay, let's put Jkash out. Let's get this guy. So you get to realize most shows will have almost the same people over and over because people are they're compromising. They're adjusting.
True.
It's killing.
True. I'm glad I could have you, man. I'm very glad you could join
I
us.
wish we could talk further, but
no time
topic for another day, I guess.
Topic for another day. But on the flip side of it, we have Inwit is coming weekly draw, and we'll be giving out some dollars. For now, I'm saying thank you for joining us, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
We are very humbled you could join us in the house. For now, all of you that are pre-subscribers, all of you that pre-subscribe to Inwit, we'll be back after this break to give out, I don't know, I won't say the amount, but we're giving out some dollars. Thank you very much.
Bless.